Yo, yo, yo! What up, people? What's up? Welcome to... Oh, broke my mic. No, I'm just kidding. Welcome to the RF Deal Desk on this lovely Monday. This one's going to be a good one. I'm gonna look through one property and I'm going to break it down to you. This is actually a guy in the RF community. Looked like a great lead on paper. Unfortunately, has a reverse mortgage on it, does not have equity, and I'm going to show you how we found that and why that's important, obviously, because with no equity, no deal, right? If you've been watching real estate lately at all, there's been a lot of talks about no equity and some issues that are going on in the real estate world. So, pay attention to that. What's up, John Sudlow? Good afternoon. What's up, brother? I think you just joined the community, actually, so congratulations and welcome. As you guys know, for those of you that are joining us for the first time, I know we have a lot of repeat people that come back every day, but we review deals live here. I go through any underwriting. I run the play, what I call running the play, whether it's a reverse flip deal or a wholesale deal or what have you, any kind of real estate related investments. But primarily, we look for good opportunities and dead leads and stuff like that. And I show you how to convert them using the RF method or the reverse flip method and why and how, right? And I hold nothing back here. So if you guys have a deal and this is your first time here or anywhere in America, by the way, it doesn't have to be Florida. You can just shoot a comment right there and pop in the address like many other people do in real time. Just, hey, I got 123 Main Street. Can you run this for me? What do you think, right? Or if you want to give me a specific scenario, like, hey, talking to a seller at 123 Main Street, here's the issues, how would you do it? What would you do, etc. So anyway, so either way, thank you. You're welcome, bro. So let's get right into it, all right? So you guys can see my screen. This is the RF Deal Finder app. We're going to go with 270 West 64th Street in Hialeah, Florida, okay? Right off the bat, the app picks up low equity. The gentleman who submitted this deal and just shot me a DM in school, he did not have the app, but he was also just looking at the equity and he was like, hey, I see this lead, about to talk to the sellers, etc. It was listed at one point and I want to know if it's a good lead. So the first thing I go to always is equity. What's the equity situation? Real equity matters. That's very appropriate. What up, Will? What's up, brother? So here we go. The first thing I go to, guys, is always equity. All right. Again, if there's no equity in the deal, there's no deal for us. Okay. We don't do short sales anymore. It's very rare that we do them. So when I come down to the loans, right? This loan, you can see it's a reverse mortgage loan. It was taken out in 2008 for $544,185. So the way that reverse mortgages work, if you guys don't know, I'll kind of give you a crash course here. Usually when a reverse mortgage company records 544 in this particular example, the sellers do not get all $544,000, okay, for the record. They usually give somewhere between 70 to 75% of it. So let's just go with 70, all right? And that would be, here we go, 44,185 times 70%. So that means that back in the day, in 2008, when this loan recorded, the seller got somewhere around 380, maybe 380 to 400-ish, something like that, okay? So again, this is a reverse mortgage, as it says right here. The way that reverse mortgages work is once that seller got the 380, let's say, in 2008, there are no monthly mortgage payments. Okay, that's how it works. The way it works is it reverse amortizes or it accrues onto the principal. There's no payments. Okay, so whatever the rate was, which was a 3.71% interest rate, on 380, let's say, has accrued every single month from 2008 to 2026, which is right around 18 years, give or take. So without doing any crazy math or anything like that, that means that 380 very easily grew into 500,000 all day long. So what's owed on this property, and again, that's a guesstimate It's very hard to calculate what is actually owed on the reverse mortgage because every single one has different actuary tables and fees and attorneys and interest and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, right? This mortgage is not in pre-foreclosure yet, okay? Now, the seller, one of the sellers, is deceased, and we'll get into title here now in a second, who owns what. But the bank either doesn't know about it yet or there hasn't been any reason to default, okay? There's two reasons why it could have defaulted. Most people have been taught to believe, hey, reverse mortgages only go into default or lis pendens or pre-foreclosure because the seller dies. That is one of the reasons. Another reason they go into pre-foreclosure is if the seller doesn't make insurance payments, right? If they lose insurance, cool. The second reason, tax delinquency. The third reason would be for HOA and of course death, right? So if any of those are defaulted or any of those get triggered, that is a reason for it to go into pre-foreclosure. However, there's a caveat. Let's say that there's a husband and wife on title or the kids, the heirs. They could keep the reverse mortgage on as long as they're living in it and as long as it's their primary residence. Okay, so that's probably what happened here, and that's why it hasn't gone into foreclosure. A lot of the times too, guys, reverse mortgage companies, as most mortgage companies, are not the best at servicing and they're not the best at keeping up with their loans. So they might not, there's a high probability that they don't even know that this person is deceased yet. Okay, so right off the bat, no equity, right? Now let's look at Alfonso Filomeno, which is one of the sellers. And then I'm going to go, let me just grab this address, and then we're going to go to the property appraiser, right? Because there's multiple people on title here. Here we go. Blah, blah, blah. All right, so you see you have three people. So you have Alfonso, or Filomeno, Alfonso, Rogelio, Alfonso, and Yolanda, okay? So there's three people on title here. It's a 4-bed, 3-bath, big house, right? 1,800 square feet, et cetera, et cetera. Good area, Hialeah. Last time this sold was 1986. But wait, when we look at the last deed, and what I want to do is look at the last deed. When I click this, this is the last deed, okay? So this gives me the picture, and it paints the picture of who owns what. You feel me? So George Duarte and Lourdes Duarte sold the property, they're the grantors, in 1986, to Filomeno Alfonso, Rogelio Alfonso, and Yolanda Alfonso. Okay, so Rogelio and Yolanda are married. It says Rogelio Alfonso and Yolanda, boom, his wife. You feel me? So Filomeno is probably the father. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'm not sure who he was. It might be the dad. That would make sense. Okay, there's also another deed recorded in 2001, but it didn't pop up here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here, and we're actually gonna look him up. Alfonso Filomeno. That's a hell of a name. Filomeno. So we'll filter by date. So he died 2008. It's a long time, man. Let's look at the quitclaim deed from 2001. Here we go. So 2001, Filomeno Alfonso, a single man, and Rogelio Alfonso and his wife. Now, they deeded it into JTRS, which is also known as joint tenants with right of survivorship. So if Filomeno, which he did pass, dies, which he did, this does not need to be probated. Why? Because the deed is joint tenants with right of survivorship, also known as JTRS. It's a very easy way for you to avoid a probate. Okay? So now, theory, Rogelio, if they're alive, and Yolanda, they own this together as husband and wife, unless they've been divorced. Thanks for doing this, Will. Question. I pass by the same fire damaged house every week and always wonder if it could be a good RF lead. It's in Monrovia, California, where I stay. It's worth about $800K and owes about $450. From what I remember looking at batch leads data, I'm not sure if it's worth my time or how to approach it. Bro, Project West, go ahead and shoot me an address right there in the comments, and I'll just run the play for you real quick. So guys, let's continue with this example. So in the meantime, I'm gonna finish this. You just shoot me the address right there in the comments, and then I'll run yours next, okay? So let's go through with this, okay? Another way to know if there's a mortgage on the property. Let's go to the property taxes. Okay, this is a ninja hack. Super ninja hack. So you see, 2025 bill is unpaid, right? But let's go back to 2024 bill and let's see who it's paid by. Super little ninja right here. It was paid by Yolanda Alfonso. Okay, cool. So she was paying it. No problem. Something has happened from 2024 to 2025. She missed that payment. Okay. I'm not saying it's the end of the world. It's just 1 year, but that's probably going to trigger a pre-foreclosure. It is not in pre-foreclosure yet because nothing has happened. However, after looking at this, let me go back to my RF deal finder. After looking at this, this is a 4.3, 1,800 square feet. Okay. This house probably owes at least 500 to 525. You guys can see here that there's really no margin here for this deal to happen. There's just no, there's no spread on this deal. I think it's probably worth top end, and comps are a little bit all over the place. We're going to stay nice and tight here. You see here, 665, 665. Even if it was worth, let's just say 650, there's not enough room there because 525 to 650, the house needs a lot of work. I'll show you what this house looks like, and then we'll move on to Mr. What's your name? Project West. So this is what the house looks like. From a driving per dollars perspective, you guys agree this is a great lead, right? Look at this house. It's old. The paint's fading. The roof looks old, right? It's got bars on the window. The fence is kind of dilapidated. Even the neighbor's a little messed up too. So the landscaping, right? That kind of stuff. So I could tell, hey man, this is a good looking lead, but it's got no equity, right? It's got no equity. And here is the message, right? On school. And you know, I shot him a message back. I found the death certificate, blah, 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 blah. And I told him, shoot me the address. Boom, went through it. I literally told him everything that I just told you, blah, 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 blah. And he said, I wasn't sure there was a mortgage on it. I wasn't aware there was a mortgage on it. My partner had connected with the listing agent working last year around the holidays when they were trying to sell it off market. If I remember correctly, they were selling for $525. There you go, right? Sound familiar? We're able to speak with the seller. If we were able to speak, should we ask them directly? Yup, just ask them for a recent payoff. Boom, all right? So you guys know now, that's what it is. Let's run my man over here. We're going to go to California. Knows how to buy. Colorado. Wait, did I spell that wrong? Colorado. East Colorado. Come on, man. There we go. Monrovia, California. Is Monrovia, where is, I don't know California at all. So where's Monrovia in relation to like LA and stuff like that? So you're saying this house is, you said it's fire damage? Yeah, I pass by the same fire damage house every week. Okay. So in 2024, they tried to list this with investment potential. The property zoning is MORM. I don't know what that means, but oh, so you could build another ADU. Existing garage is wear and tear, currently used as storage room. Seller will not do any repairs or offer any credits. So they tried to list this for $798. Yikes. Ruben, so since 2024, has this thing burnt down? Is that what happened? Because you said it was fire damage, right? So is that, so in other words, this house doesn't look like this anymore? Is what I'm trying to ask. Let me see. I mean, Google Maps. Yeah, this is from 2024 as well. Let me see if the satellite looks different. Yep, it's the same. So it owes about $450. Well, let's get you what it owes. Yeah, so $425 was in 2023. That's when they bought it. There's no pre-foreclosures, no liens on it. It just burned down last year. It does not. Okay, cool. Is it like fully burnt, like a tear down, or fully burnt, like, oh, it can be renovated, but it needs a lot of work? So let's say that the house is worth, let's just go with a 2.2, 1,186 square feet. Again, I don't know how much different the ADUs is going to make a difference, but Sounds like it would. But you got some pretty strong comps here, bro. High 800s, 1 million. 1186, dun dun dun, 32, dun dun dun. This is a little smaller, 22. But you could build the ADU. Again, I don't know how much that skews the value. I mean, is it safe to assume that this is probably worth 800 to 850? Not including whatever you could do with that ADU. I know ADUs are a big deal in Cali. Needs a lot of work, pretty bad. So what, like 150 grand worth of work, 200 grand worth of work? Because again, if that's the case, then it's very simple, right? You grab 800 grand, let's just say the ARV times, 80%. Okay, oops, Jesus. Times 80%, that already puts you at 640 minus, let's say, 200K worth of work. If they owe about 425, basically the seller can walk away with nothing. That's the way that I would do this deal. I would get the deed, RF deal. They're walking away with nothing, and you're taking it over. I think there's spread there in that regard because I did 80% minus 200,000. So, you know, cash sales, man. Again, I don't know this area that well, but by the numbers, somebody should probably pay you maybe high fours, 500 for this. I think you'd have some room, right? It's just a matter of getting the sellers to agree to basically walk away with maybe a couple grand, maybe 5 grand tops on the back end too. That's how I would structure it. Yeah. So that's it, man. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. Just burned down last year. Needs a lot of work pretty bad for sure. I would say about 150. Yeah, so if it's 150, I mean, you got more spread, you know? But I see somebody paying you 475 to 500 maybe, you know, tops. But fire damage, you know, the buyer pool for fire damage properties is like that big. But this is 15 minutes away from LA. It's a super hot market. You got some comps over here in the $1 million range. I mean, that's pretty badass, right? So you got some room. I appreciate you sending that, man. Hey, Willie, wondering if you can give me an idea what to offer on a property with 22K back taxes, $325,000 in ARV. Again, I don't know the full circumstances, but what does the house need in terms of like repairs and stuff like that? Again, if you want to shoot me an address, Brightline, go for it. I'll run it for you. Not a problem. Great. Thanks, brother. No problem, man. No problem. I think it's a great lead, by the way. Great lead. You're just going to need to be really low on your numbers. And again, there's buyers that'll definitely buy it. I mean, you're basically, let's say you did pick it up. Brightline, send me the address while I'm explaining this, please. So let's say you did pick it up for 440, right? Like basically what's owed. If the ARV is 800, you're almost picking this thing up at like 55 cents on the dollar. Pretty damn good, man. Like nationwide, even fire damage, that's still pretty damn good. With the zoning, with the potential for the ADU. Seller may have received insurance payout and doesn't want to repair it. That's true too. That very well could be the case. So who knows, right? But I would talk to the seller 100%. And if you want the seller's contact, here you go. They're on the do not call list, so it's your own game. But these are the people that I would call, and I would call that realtor from before, for sure. Brightline, go ahead and share the address so I can run that play for you. So here's the numbers if you want them. It's a free lead for you. Let's go. Yeah, it's sad because this is what this house used to look like. Still trying to get in touch with the owner. All right, here we go. On to 1316 Northwest 75th Terrace, Miami 33147. We ran this play. We ran this play a couple days ago. I remember that. Wasn't it you? Pretty sure. Where I told you about the deceased probate. Yeah, I ran this entire play. It was on a call the other day. Unless that's a hell of a coincidence that it was somebody else. But yeah, I mentioned to you that the person, there was, if I remember correctly, there was like a quiet title lawsuit. Yeah, quiet title. Here it is. Judgment against these people. Yeah, we did. Yeah, so again, you got to get in touch with these people. 22K in back taxes. 325 in ARV. That's what you think this is worth? Sounds a little low for me. Just don't know what to offer. It was me. Got it. I was about to say, I was like, damn, somebody brought this same thing. Yeah, I don't think the ARV is. I think that's a little low, honestly. I think your ARV is definitely higher. What did you say? You said 325. 325. That'd be a great deal. Yeah. Again, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I would say it's higher than 375. I mean, you have a 2-1 800 square feet here. Hey, bro, Chris here. No equity, right? LOL, not worth it. Final judgment is 507. Yeah, no. Per the comps, yes, 325. Yeah, I don't think Brightline. I think you're a little low there, man. I think you're gonna want to go a little higher. I think the ARV is. I just don't think it's 325. It's a little small, granted. Oh no, what did I do? Hold on. Hold up. It's a 3-1, 1,000 square feet. Is this a wood frame? Hold on. Let me check something out really quick. 1 second. It's a big lot too. 11,000 square feet. I think, honestly, your ARV here. This is a tricky one. I can see why you said that, but this is really small. This is 836 square feet. And this guy's not getting, he's active for 30 days. I think the ARV is probably closer to 400, something like that. This guy, 1296, 2-1. Again, these are all smaller. So, yeah, I'd say like the high threes. I'd probably offer them, start at the low twos. You could bump it up max like 250. The condition wasn't that bad either. So, I think you're good there. All right, let's move on to Chris. 2501 Northwest 22nd. My man, Chris. Whatever happened with that deal in Texas, bro, that we were supposed to JV on? What happened? Active. Here we go. Unique 4-3 in the heart of Allapattah. Here we go. T5 opportunity zone. Here we go. Selling you the dream. I own one in Allapattah. I don't think it's too far from here. Mine is 3791. I don't remember where mine is. Hold on. The seller's name was Iris. 3720 Northwest 20th Court. So I'm not far off. I mean, this is an LLC owner on a main road right off the bat. Not very interesting to me. Jeez, what did they do here? 100, 100, 100. Jesus Christ. Bunch of quitclaim deeds. T50 is phenomenal zoning. But again, they're on a they're on a major road here, so that's going to ding your valley. I'm meeting with them tomorrow at 4 p.m. at their job. Great. My calcs say 240 for the MAO. You're right on the money. Yeah. There you go. But that wasn't taking repairs into account, just back taxes. I mean, again, your property looked pretty clean, so it could be like a wholesale scenario. That's kind of one of those weird ones. But again, you can always start lower and go up. You can't start up and then go down. So you can always go up. All right, buddy. Let's see. What do you got here, Chris? This is a shit show. 1 day on market. Here we go. Look at all the guys. I want you to pay attention here. This flat roof, the dark gray area, that's the original house. Everything back here are additions. Okay, illegal or not illegal, I'm not sure, but look at this house. This is the original house. The rest of that is additions, even though it looks like it was done very cleanly. Okay. All right, so this is a super botchy job. Oh, God, this is terrible. What a joke. Okay. You could just tell these are illegal additions. Why? Because they're step downs, which means that this is at a different height. Look at the slope of the ceiling. The drywall was done crooked. I mean, this is yikes. Here's a gym. Who needs a membership when you have that? The bedrooms are teeny tiny. The bathrooms are halfway done. Yeah, this is a disaster. They have a lien release. Where's the quitclaim deed? Daddy Roadie. I don't know what that is. 2022. So 461 is what they owe. Yeah. This is not a 4.3 1,900 square feet. This is a wannabe 4.3 and super illegal addition. So these people are smoking. That's what they're doing. Smoking. And she's listed at what? 600. Yikes. This is what we would say in Spanish. She, the realtor, is tostada, which means she's toasty McToast. Yeah, dude. This is not a 4.3 1,900 square feet. You're going to want to be in the high threes here, brother. Because of I guarantee you it has illegal additions or work without permit. And there's no comps to support that. I don't know how she's supporting a $600,000 listing. So if you can't get it for that cheap, I wouldn't get it at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just look this up for you just to prove a point. The owner is currently Daddy Roadie Enterprises. I can't. That name's funny. So let me look this up. It's basically negative equity. Yeah. Notice right here. Bam! What did I say? Didn't I say that? Oh, look at that. Oh, buddy. Here we go. Take them to the cleaners, Chris. Tell them, listen, you got unsafe structures. What's going down? What's going down? Is that the right address? 2501? Is that right? Boom. I just gave you a freebie there, Chris. Yeah, bro. Like I said, all this crap is unsafe structure. So you're going to need that at a fat discount to sell that. So, yeah, I'd be in the high threes, brother. That's where I would be. 600,000. They are toast. Toast. Now, I will say, stand by. I will say that they're trying to sell the future value, right? Because of the zoning, which is good. The zoning is T50. If I'm not mistaken, mine 30 Northwest 20th Court. Is that right? Yeah, this is mine. T5L. I could get 7 units right here. So you could probably, yours is O, which means it's superior to mine. The L means limited, O means open. But I'm not on a major road. Yours is. I'd venture to say you could you could get away with paying like $400 for the land. But again, you need to be somewhere. They have 2 days until auction. Well, you know what to do. You know what to do. What's the auction for? Now you got me hooked. Now I'm in. Hold up. What's going down here? Let me see what's going on here, bro. They're probably going to postpone it. I mean, it's silly that they would list it a day ago. Here we go. Boom. It's a 2024 case, of course. So, guys, we're going to go check the foreclosure case and the auction. Here we go. Bom, beam, boom. 2024. I grab the case number. It's always going to be CA because it's Circuit Civil. Boom. This is closed, which means they have a final judgment. Bam, bam. Proof of publication. Notice of sale. Bam. Yeah, these people are going, gone. David Roy. Oh, my God. They serve everybody here. So yeah, this is going to auction on the 18th day, 2 days, 2026. And yeah, with the orange logo. That's funny. Yeah, I mean, this thing's going, bro. Here's what it is. Where's the final judgment? There we go. Yeah, bye-bye. Bye-bye. Somebody's going to buy that for land value, bro. And they'll probably buy it for $400K at auction. Bon Voyage. We're going to give him one of these. Good for them. Took it all the way to auction. Brilliant. Yeah, so that's that. Can you briefly explain how insurance works on a fire damage house situation? Does the insurance company pay the remaining mortgage off? No. So again, every state is a little different. Insurance companies vary. Sometimes they pay the insured or the owner, right, of that policy, the owner of the property typically. They pay them directly. They either have to do the work or not. Sometimes, you know, they will pay based on the amount of work that they have to do and based on them doing the work to the property. If it's a total loss, they subtract the land value. They might pay them off whatever the damages are or whatever the cost of construction is. So it all depends. You know, in some states, you can claim the insurance proceeds yourself if you have, you know, the authority to do so. But yeah, it just depends. It just depends. But it's a great question. Great question. All right, guys. Well, listen, I appreciate it. I love it. Keep them coming. I love the live deal reviews. As always, you have a code right there. You can submit your deals to get reviewed. If you're interested in our app and the app that I use during this whole training and what we work off of, it's rfdealfinder.com. If you're not subscribed, hit like and subscribe, share it with people. When you hit like and subscribe, then there's like a little bell. You'll sign up to notifications and you'll get notified every single time I come in. And of course, Chris is going to hit me with one more right before the bell. I love it. Calling her in a second. 960 Northwest 89th Street. What do you want to know, Chris? What do you want to know? What do you want to say? Tell me. See, I'm the only guy that'll stay here and keep going till the job is done, right? So, all right. So she basically has all equity here. That's great. She has a P.O. box as a mailing address. Interesting. All right. Calling her in a second. 2-bed, 1-bath. That is a shoebox at 958 square feet. Nothing crazy. But you do have a comp at 480. This is true. It's a nice little pocket. This is just north of the river. So, yeah, this is solid. Solid. I like the area. What do you want to know here, Chris? What do you want to know? Because I like it. I like it a lot. What should I offer? Haven't looked up the judgment yet. The judgment. Let's see. It's 59 grand. That's crazy. So her judgment is 151. And her auction date, oh, bro. I mean, all day long, you can offer, bro. It's a tiny house, granted. Dude. Where did I go? Here we go. Man, that's a 2-1. I mean, you got a comp right here. This is a full reno for sure. You could probably offer her 225 to 250. That'd be a great deal. That'd be a great deal at that number. I think you can sell this out at, depending on the condition, but you could sell this out at 325, 350 all day long. All day long for cash. Oh yeah, dude, you got to get this house. Yeah, it's not bad though. It's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, dude. CBS, it's got a crawl space, it's fine. Hopefully the subfloor is fine. That's a brand new roof, and these look like newer impact windows. So that's pretty dope. I cannot believe she's going to Thanks again for answering all your questions, all our questions. Well, anytime, bro. Anytime. That's what I love to do. I cannot believe she's going to, the original mortgage is 59 grand. She's going to auction. The judgment amount is 151. What a shame. But she's been in foreclosure. Yeah, she's been in foreclosures 4 years, bro. Yeah, she's racked up some bills here. Yikes, bro. Yeah, she did a refi for 104. Yeah, dude, bro, you kidding me? It's a great deal. Yeah, you could pay her 250 to 225 to 250, Chris. You probably may even be able to push this up to 300, man. Like, for real. I would not be shocked if you can. I'm going to run comps on the MLS real quick, just in case. Yeah, this is a great little pocket, though. Oh, no, what did I do? The hell is that, Will? Yeah, this is Twin Lakes. I mean, it's a interesting little. I wouldn't factor that one in, but I mean, look, you got a 3-1, basically the same. Yeah, this is all good. This is a reno. Yeah. I mean, this guy has a 3-1. Sold this for $480, I think. Let me see. What did he buy this for? Yeah, he bought this for $365, bro. All day long. Cash, $365. Bam, wham, bam. Fat investments with a PH. There's a throwback. Yeah, dude, if you could pay her $250, $275 all day, you'll move this deal, and I'll JV with you in a heartbeat. I'll buy it with you in a heartbeat. Chris, let me know on this one. I'm interested on the one that you sent over, the 960. Guys, appreciate you. Love it. Here if you need me. I'll see you again tomorrow, 5 to 6. These things are taking off. There's more and more people here, so I love it. And like always, man, I enjoy it very much. Have a good night.